a question. No.
Welcome back, everybody, to Turn Order Warped, Season 2, Episode number 11. We will be using mature language with some very immature people. Combined, they form some horrible things. Prepare yourselves accordingly. Do what you have to do. Lubricate yourself socially or physically, whatever you want to do. Thank you. We're back.
Can we make that a thing on Twitch? Social looping.
I think that's against TOS. Gonna be honest with you.
I mean,
it's just
There's nothing wrong with oiling up your mates, all right?
honestly,
normal.
Twitch is gonna turn into Chatterbait one day.
Okay. Do you think you could stream Greek oil wrestling?
Yeah.
Because it's
Dudes can be shirtless.
No, the one where they've got the leather pants and it like sticks their fingers in people's assholes and stuff.
Yeah, that one. And then
grab their dicks.
everybody's covered in olive oil. You got to have a firm.
Mate, that's Pornhub.
No, that's a real thing. I'll show you, Peachy.
I don't want you to.
Did you know that Zakoticus is an expert Greek oil wrestler?
The tensile strength in his index finger. God damn.
Yeah. Tuck it in your butthole and just whoop. He's at you.
They call him the Hook.
Who else can do that with their fingers?
Only freaks. Sorry.
I can't.
Yeah,
Here's the weird thing. My right hand can't do it. Like I can't, but my left hand. I also can do this with my left hand and not my right hand.
Very, very strong hands. Yes.
I can do the belly dancing thing though.
I can do this.
Never mind my hands. You guys should see what I can do with my asshole.
I can do
Speaking of assholes, let's go back to the game.
Wrecked. Oh, that's me as well. Shit.
So we're gonna switch the scenes again. The now landed, albeit a bit rough, shuttlecraft from the other group down on planet Zais. All kinds of warnings are going off from the panels.
Right. These things are attracted to like power and stuff, right? Right.
I mean, like a large surge of power is probably when the engine was
Shut
going.
everything down.
I'm going and like I'm just like clicking through
Should
and shutting
we-
everything down.
Should we
I'm
be
hitting
worrying about hull breaches? I believe we need to worry about atmosphere.
We hold your breath for a minute.
Wait, we have gravity belts, don't we?
You can't breathe through them. All right, hang on a minute. I'll try and fix up the.
Wait, we're on a grilloid planet. I thought they breathed our oxygen.
The planet Zais has very little atmosphere.
Oh bugger!
Oh.
Right. Oh,
That
yeah,
was one
I'll
of the
try and
first-
patch it up a bit.
That was one of the first readings that you guys took.
All right. I'm gonna try and at least.
However,
seal-
the shuttle does come equipped with EVA suits.
Yes. I'm gonna just sort of try and patch up the worst of the hull breaches and then slap an EVA suit on.
Yeah, I'm putting an EVA suit on as well.
Right. So I'm gonna roll to.
And I'm throwing Freak one too.
Can I roll for repair?
It just
again?
hits me in the face.
Attempt patch.
Absolutely. So basically, any of your patchwork can sort of try to hold together for a short period of time, but it's not like proper repairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sort of put
25?
you've basically got like some hull integrity sort of like worked out on the ship. From what you can tell, the power source on the ship, the pods that you guys insert for the FTL and for the sublight engines, you guys are essentially on very low reserves of power right now.
Oh bugger!
Yeah. We're probably. Dick, did you send out a stress signal at all?
Yes, I did.
I mean, they got a beacon up, so I mean, we had communications, so they'll probably be sending someone out here, but we won't see anyone here for 5 days.
The mining facility was approximately 2 miles away. Should we try that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to stay there and I guess help them fortify if they're under attack, or fuck, we don't even know if they're taking over. We got Simon. You should be able to tell, but this is gonna be really difficult.
I'm sitting in the corner, like blood out my nose, just like sweaty and kind of like my eyes are kind of sunken. Yeah, I can help.
Right. Do you want a hand being, getting up? Do you want a hand getting your suit on? We'll help. Come on,
Are
push
you
your
like
leg.
hurt? What
leg in.
happened?
It's pretty tiring killing 4 giant bugs.
Yeah, you did kill 3 of them in like a matter of seconds, so that's fairly fucking impressive. But yeah, and we're gonna have to take it easy. So yeah, let's make our way over there. Let's just help him get the suit on. And so like helping, I don't know, like if he's like putting the suit on or if he's like.
Yeah, I need to use the bathroom before we go.
So in terms of gravity on this planet, and again, this is one of the things that you guys discovered, is that it's actually pretty close to standard Earth gravity. It's a little bit lighter than that.
Okay. So does that mean like our movement's a little bit faster, or?
Nah, not enough
Okay.
to actually warrant a mechanical change. It's just a little
Okay.
bit lighter. It's instead of like 1.0 for the exact proportion. It's probably like 0.95 or something.
One thing I'm gonna look for is the crash landing kit. So and like opening that up. Is there a firearm in there?
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Okay.
there is a there is a phaser pistol.
I will gladly put that on me.
You can almost guarantee that Betty's got her phaser pistol somewhere in her toolkit. It's a tool, right? Along with the handcuffs.
As much as I love using hand-to-hand combat, these things scared the shit out of me, so I don't want to use hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, there's essentially a I'm gonna say there's 2 phaser pistols in there. And if you're curious, if you guys are using the updated book that we got, it's on page 105.
I didn't get a book.
It's in the Discord.
It's
pinned.
Okay, hold on. Pinned messages.
It's right at the top. n.e.w full book digital version 1.2.
Is this it? Or is this the alien?
It says the core rulebook has been updated.
I'm not. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it. Okay, I got it. Hold on.
The very first
I'm
one.
sorry.
God damn it, McCloken!
No, there's a bunch of things pinned in there, and so I was like going through. So what page did you say again?
It's the 105 of the actual book. I think that's 106 of the PDF. If you need the stats. So there's 2 phaser pistols in there. There are also rations. There are like we'll say 5 rations in there.
Okay, yeah, let me put that down. Any medical supplies?
Yes. There is a healing kit thingy. Where'd it go? Yes, so there is spray dressing, which has 20 charges.
Okay,
There's one of those, and
I have one of those already, so I'll keep it on me. I'll have 2.
and that's it.
Okay, I gotta get down the stats. Is there Is there also like an emergency beacon in there at all that I can just like flick a switch and that's where?
The ship has one like built in, so you don't actually have to use that.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, there's one that works on an independent power supply in the ship.
Okay, so I'm like gathering that stuff up together, and then I'm getting my own bag that I had with me and like putting that on with my own like equipment in there, and I'm like, all right, is Freak out of the bathroom yet?
So Freak, you headed into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Are you just cleaning yourself up?
No. I'm going into my limited remaining supply and definitely
Your supply
medicating.
of what?
A supply of diamond, a special narcotic that I use. Like, it's used kind of recreationally by some people, but I use it medicinally and kind of much larger doses than normal people, because it helps kind of quiet my mind after I use psionics a lot. Because the more I kind of use psionics, the kind of more all the kind of noise from the psionic universe kind of starts leaking in. So I kind of use this to counter that somewhat.
Sure. Go ahead and make a will check, please. Do you have anything that you think might be able to help you with this?
I don't know if concentration would.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay, so it would just be pure will then, I think.
Yep.
Which is a 3d6. An 8.
Okay.
It's pretty low.
It is pretty low. It is pretty low. You'll note, like, when you take this, you don't even really think about it. Just kind of go ahead and pop the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Yeah. Normally, I'll just put it under my tongue and just let it dissolve slowly, but I crunch this one and kind of increase the surface area, get it into the system a little bit quicker. There are other ways of taking it. You can snort it, you can smoke it. I tend to go for the much more subtle method of letting it dissolve under my tongue. Yes, I like crushed up a little bit in my teeth and set it under there and starts to kind of seep in, and I feel the physical effects of it start to seep in first. Yeah, so then I clean up my nose a little bit, and then zip up my my suit, and put my visor on, and head to the bathroom. I'm ready to go now.
Okay. Who doesn't have a phaser?
I do not. Do not worry, though. And you see like this little tiny compartment, like this little access port, like open up, and there's just like a pointy thing that pops out from Thick.
Are you gonna?
Are you a
sew
boy
them
robot?
No, this is my shiv. I got it in prison.
Oh, it's adorable.
So you want to get close to these things and try to shiv them?
No.
Maybe you want the phaser. I don't know how you'll incorporate it into yourself, but
Is that a
can't use it.
toothbrush? Is that a toothbrush handle?
okay.
It works.
Is that made of broken glass?
Yes, and
I-
yes.
Question: can I have 2 phasers in each of my hands?
Wow, you'd need 4 hands.
4 phases?
4 phasers all over. No, can I have the 2 phasers? So like 1 in each hand.
There's
What I meant to say.
rules on dual wielding.
There are rules
There
of dual
is?
wielding. Yeah. So this acts as a if you wanted to dual wield. might be a pair of pistols. Generally speaking, any single-handed item can be used for offense or defense. Most items can be used for offense. If you have ambidexterity, you would not suffer the penalty that happens when you do dual wielding. For your offhand weapon, you're basically rolling with a minus 2d6 die penalty for your attack roll.
Okay. I may not do that then. Freak, do you have a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
His
I've
brain's a gun, right?
All right.
I've got a blaster pistol.
Okay. So, are you guys able to jog?
Course.
Okay.
I can expedite my movement.
All right. I think we should double time over there.
I don't.
Not sprinting, but like at least jogging the 2 miles there, and then that way
We'll sprint. I'll happily sprint. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, I don't want to tire ourselves out by the time we get there and we have to get into a fight because this place is taken over.
Right, that's a good idea. All right, then.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna double time it to point in the direction of the town. Or I'm like, Thick, which way is it?
It is. Gonna roll.
Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Don't get lost.
It is approximately 2 miles to the northeast.
All right. So, get my bearings, and I was like, all right, we're just gonna make it out that way. Is everyone environment suits are tight, right?
I'm not wearing
Locked
an
in?
environment suit.
Well, you don't need one.
Correct.
So everyone else that needs one, are we locked in? Are we good? Thumbs up. Betty.
Right, sorry. I was.
Okay, and then I
You
hit the
forgot my
open.
gaffer tape.
I hit the open door, and then I'm like, all right, you guys just stay behind me. And I I have maybe 10 to 20 feet in front of them, and I just am looking out for shit and making sure everything's safe ahead of the way.
Okay. Outside, the planet is pretty devoid of most signs of any kind of sign of life. It's brown and sort of orangish and gray, if anything. There's sort of pockmarks and whatnot all about it. The planet itself was not huge. It's not like it doesn't have a huge diameter to it, but it's very much got that iron kind of look to it. That's sort of combination of a dark gray and orange rust kind of look. It's desolate. The area that you've kind of landed in is reasonably flat. There's kind of small hills and things, but it doesn't really appear to have a lot of mountains or anything like that. There's sort of some pockmarks or some craters and things like that, but doesn't appear in your near vicinity to have any large mountains or anything.
So it's like Mars.
Not really. Mars is kind of, it's known as the red planet, right? It's more red. This is kind of.
It's similar, the kind of the reddish, phosphorus, hues,
Iron rich?
that kind of stuff.
It's not a sort of sandy kind of look to the ground. It definitely has more of a grittier kind of texture, more rock-like.
Okay. So I keep leading those two, or all 3 of them behind me, and making sure everything's safe, and then but making sure that we're all keeping up the pace and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Finding the easiest route to go, because I know Thick is a droid and she's probably not having. We're not I could climb super fast, but not everyone else can climb I can.
She's got some thighs on her, so she can. I wouldn't worry.
Yeah.
She's crushing head-sized boulders with those.
Not just a designation.
But yeah, I'm just trying to find like an easy route for them, because I can probably like scale up and like across and down and up and down, but these guys are not as fast as me, so I'm gonna keep like trying to find the best path, like a pathfinder. That's gonna be the easiest and less resistant, and not going to really impede their jogging.
Are you our Legolas?
Yes. I'll be your bow.
What do your feeling eyes see?
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. That was what was going in my head just at that moment too.
Anyway, sorry.
So, you guys make your trek to the northeast. Again,
I'm basically Gimli.
This is essentially
I'm built for cross country.
This is a very desolate place. There's not a lot of stuff to look at. It's very sort of depressing and just very wide open. There's not really a lot of stuff to block like any wind. So you probably get like some sort of short but very like intense blasts of wind on occasion as you guys make your way through. Your temperature readings on your suits are showing that it's probably about we'll say like 39, 40 degrees Celsius, and the atmosphere readings are very thin. There's some nitrogen in the atmosphere. There's a little bit of oxygen.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you're in
It's
environment
Palm
suits.
Springs hot and dry. So dry.
What are you talking
Not
about?
moist.
That's a Texas summer, bro.
It's still hot. I come from fucking Minnesota, man.
I know, but you had to wear fucking pants and a hoodie at TwitchCon.
Did I?
Yeah. I
wasn't
remember
that-
that first day, dude. Remember, I made a comment. I was like, "Come on,
I
McLogan."
I didn't find it cold. Like I like wearing my jeans, and I like this hoodie. Like I wear this hoodie even when it's balls hot out.
What a fucking
because it's
sellout.
like really thin, and I
What
love
a
it.
fucking sellout. So,
Love me, I'm a Twitch partner.
yeah, there's very
You and
little.
everyone else.
There's very, very little, if any, oxygen here. It's negligible, and it would only be remnants because there's no signs of life that you guys have seen, no plants or anything like that.
Okay.
As you make the trek to the northeast, eventually you can see in the distance some very sort of small amount of what appears to be oddly shaped like architecture. There's some kind of what you would assume to be a facility of sorts, and maybe a mile or so to the north of that, you can see a sort of an outcropping. It's not really a mountain or anything. It kind of looks like a ridge of sorts in the distance.
Okay. I'm gonna get up on the ridge and like.
No.
look at the
No.
people-
That's in the
Oh.
distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice where that ridge is, and like the ridge like overlooks the place that we're going to.
Yeah. It's about a mile north or so of the location ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna get up to the ridge and kind of give everyone like a chance to get a breather, because I don't know how well exercise they are, so maybe
Bet
running
it's just
this
like-
mile. Yeah. And
No.
I'm kind of like looking over the area, and I was like, "Are you guys doing okay?"
We're not built for this shit, right?
Give me a perception check, please, Ferris.
That will be a 3d6. 8.
An 8. Okay. You don't really see anything of interest. It's kind of more of the same. You see the facility. Nothing really kind of jumps out at you, literally or figuratively.
Yet.
All right. Let's take about 5 minutes here. And also with luck, do I have to state that we're gonna charge? That I'm charging my luck, or does that automatically happen after the 5 minutes?
So you need like a rest, just kind of like a rest time to just kind of recharge your luck. So you have to be kind of taking a break for a little while.
What's a little while?
5-10 minutes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna rest 5 minutes, and give them a chance to rest and all that. But also kind of like.
So I'll say you're probably about maybe 500 feet away from the facility or whatever that you saw. And these shapes are kind of reminiscent of the buildings that you saw when you were on the Grilloid homeworld.
Mm-hmm.
From what you would gather, it's most likely their quarters or whatever for anybody that's stationed down here to participate in the mining activities.
Okay. All right. This is what's going to be happening. When we get in there, I don't know what kind of. It doesn't look like there seems to be any fighting going on, but we also have to be cautious because they could have the chameleon bugs in there, and they could be taken over. And yeah. So Simon, I'm gonna need you, like when we meet people, or if like someone comes up to us and they're friendly, we need to scan them, or you have to get in their heads to see if they've been compromised or not, and then hopefully find some sort of leader that can, we can't outright kill the gorilloids in front of other gorilloids, because they're in a very emotional bunch, so we probably get ripped apart.
We don't want to get ripped apart. All right.
Yeah, and then Thick, just stay behind us because they tend to freak out when you're no pun intended, freak. They tend to get upset when you're around. So does that sound like a plan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's move up. We won't run. It's only about, like you said, 500 feet.
500
right?
feet or so. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, all right. Well, we'll come up cautiously and just keep your eyes peeled for anything, or your ears peeled for anything.
So did we take our 5 minutes and I recharge my luck die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I have my 3 luck back.
With Bobby's feeling character, he went like super luck based. He had like double recharge on his luck, and he already had like something. What did he have? 6 luck die or something?
He had
crazy.
4.
Yeah, 4.
He had the 4 because he had a dead in luck.
Yeah.
So he had 12 adheres.
Yeah, he had 12 luck dice a day.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll just add some luck die." Bravo.
I do not hit the seat.
Yay! I want the toilet skill to exist. Morris, make it happen.
You don't have to. You can make it if you want.
I can make it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can be proficient.
character.
You
Yeah,
can be
you.
proficiently
Proficient.
skilled
Okay.
in toilet.
Yeah, when you were in the military, they did that thing where they put the leather tray under the toilet seat, so you went up on it, and then they like took it away. Now that's how you toilet train cats. They did that thing with you.
Oh.
And now you can use the toilet properly.
Took him a second.
2 cats, 1 box, man. All right. I'm gonna start making my way slowly after like 5-minute rest, and everyone's like kind of like not out of breath anymore. Slowly, kind of guiding everyone up, and but keeping my eyes peeled and my ears peeled.
Betty is complaining under her breath the entire way.
Okay.
I don't know. This
I ain't saying shit.
It's just this constant low level.
As you approach the living area, everybody can give me a perception check.
I'm rolling a lot of 1s today.
It's good. It's good. So Thick says, I think I see something on the ground. It appears to be several bodies.
That's not good, is it?
I look to where she's pointing. What kind of bodies are they? Gorilloids?
Yes, they are gorilloids, and there are a few of the dragonfly-like creatures that you guys saw in the atmosphere. Specifically, 3 of them. And there's several bodies littered around the outside of the complex here. There are several gorilloid like shapes. They're wearing their own sort of versions of the EVA suits. They're a bit different. They've got sort of like they're quite a bit bulkier than yours. Like they haven't been able to economize the suit as well at this point.
Ours looks slick, like the SpaceX space suits, and theirs look like the NASA ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I sit there and I stop everyone, and I'm like, all right, I think we should go around this and try to avoid this scenario.
Right.
How many dragon birds do I see or whatever?
The dragonfly creatures. There's 3 of them. The gorilloids seem to number. Let me check.
If any of those things move, can we shoot them?
There are about 10 gorilloid corpses on the ground, and you can see that their suits are kind of. There's a lot of what you would assume to be a lot of that sort of acidic cloud that's kind of been blasted. You can see part of their bodies are like melted off, and through their suits and whatnot. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
If anything moves, I'm shooting it. All right.
Don't shoot and give away our position. Just shoot if it comes towards us. This is what we should do. If they come at us, we all need to target one at a time to kill them as fast as we can.
Right.
We all have phasers. We all
Right. Well, except for Thick, she's got a shiv, right?
It just
She
pops
has a
out.
shiv. Yeah.
It makes the Wolverine sound.
So why are we here again?
Because we crash landed.
We
Why
don't want to
didn't we
suffocate
just-
that.
Why don't we just fix the ship and leave?
Because the shuttle is kind of fucked.
Yeah. Did you? Were you not at the? Were
He
you
was
not
busy
paying attention?
popping bugs with his mind, all right?
Yeah, but I mean. you
So
would've-
are we getting the stuff to fix it here?
Well, we're hoping
we're-
that maybe we can,
We have to hold out for 5 days until someone shows up to save us.
Yeah, I ain't got the shit to fix the ship.
Oh, but maybe they have a ship.
So,
Do you
Thick-
think you've used it by
so-
now?
So Thick says, I am picking up a... Wait a minute. It is gone. There it is. No, it's gone. I'm getting very erratic power readings coming from the ridge there. Perhaps that is where the mining facilities are located.
Let's make our way that way.
I hope it's not some sort of horrible trap.
I don't
Okay.
know, but what sucks is that these things don't necessarily go for biting and normal things. They spit acid at you and dissolve our suits, and then we're fucked. So let's try to avoid these things as much as possible.
Don't worry, I got gaffer tape.
Is gaffer tape acid proof?
No, but it can seal all, breaches and things. I mean, you only really need your helmet to be airtight, right?
Let's just try to avoid them as much as possible. We
Alright.
gotta stay down here for 5 days, and we gotta find a main facility to stay at, and so we might need to go to the main mining facility.
Just
'cause
as an
this-
FYI as well, there are some strange-looking, what you would assume to be weapons lying around
the
that the gorilloids had.
Do they look to have done much good?
There's 3 dead dragonflies.
There's 3 dead ones and 3 alive ones.
No.
There's no.
I feel like this
Oh, are they
conversation.
all dead? Are they all
Yeah,
dead?
the dragonfly creatures that you can see are dead. The gorilloids. There's 10 gorilloids that are down.
Oh, I thought the dragonfly creatures were alive. Sorry. So
This would be a very different conversation.
Yeah. Betty'd be a lot more. Ah!
Okay. All right. Let's slowly approach this area and then look at their weapons and yeah. Let's not keeping your eyes peeled for any other movement, any high up places, or if Thick has any electrical surges or anything like that. But we do need to make our way to the main facility, and maybe we can look at this place and see if it's actually safe here, if there's any survivors of any sort as well.
Right. Can we take any of those cool-looking guns?
Yes, if they're better than the ones we have.
Right. Yoink. I'm gonna grab the biggest one. Wow.
I guess if they were effective at all, it wouldn't be 10-3.
Well, I mean, I think most of these guys.
We just like boomsticks, all right.
I think the thing is that those things spit acid clouds at you. All it does is dissolve your suit. And I like point out like where their suits are dissolved. And I was like, they probably morally died of like from the environment than from these things themselves.
You look at them and there's just like upper portions of these people just melted.
Right. Let's not get any acid on us, all right? I'm gonna have a look at the gun and try and figure out how it works and things. You know.
Sure.
What kind of weapon it is.
So this would be classified. This is not an energy weapon. This is like a for all intents and purposes, a mass driver. I have to yell at Morris for not, and when I say yell, I mean talk to very politely.
He's a nice
that there's
man.
no bookmarks in the new updated PDF. Okay, so this is going to act as a. This is. It's a ballistic weapon. These are going to act as rail guns. So they do a lot of damage, but they are considered heavy weapons.
Oh, what's the recoil like on these
and they
things?
are large.
Bonk. Sorry, I'm just imagining Betty just firing one, and it's just like. Boing, just
I don't
gone.
think Betty can.
So
Betty can try.
Barbarian's small.
Yes.
I don't think small people can handle large weapons. There's only one size bigger, right?
Correct.
Bitch, Betty's an expert at handling large weapons. Got practice. Come on, can we take that into account? Betty's really good at large weapons.
Unfortunately, it's not a fleshy weapon.
Correct.
Oh, fine.
A heavy weapon is difficult to use. You need a strength of 8 to use it without a penalty. Otherwise, take a 1d6 penalty to your attack rolls, and it can only be fired once a round and requires 2 actions to reload. There you
God
go.
damn it. Right. Okay.
Does a shit ton of damage though.
Yeah. So Betty's just like, right. This is probably a bit right. I can't. I can barely lift this thing. Right.
Does anybody even have 8 strength?
Do we need
No.
8 strength to even carry it?
No. But to use it effectively, you take a 1d6 penalty to your attack roll, since it's a heavy weapon. You got to realize the gorilloids are using them. They're way stronger.
Okay.
Betty's just like, well, I can't even get my hand around the friggin' thingy. Well,
I have a strength of 2.
I have a strength of 5. So even me, I'm just like, oh my
okay.
God.
I'm literally the strongest then. Wait, what's Thick's strength?
What's
6?
That tut.
So is there like I'm gonna try to like carry, like is this like slowing me down like it's like fucking too heavy to carry?
You can carry it. I mean, it's heavy. It's just heavy.
Yeah,
Okay.
bet he's gonna sling one round and be like, just in case for emergencies, also because it's enormous and I like I like a girthy weapon. I do.
We've
Ooh,
got
yeah.
a weight of 18, so
Well,
just check your carry.
My plan is to I'm just gonna shoot this thing once and do as much damage, and then switch to my phaser because fuck.
If I was to pick one up, I'm encumbered, so I'm not fucking touching it.
Freak's
Yeah.
just like a little thin, wispy creature.
Yeah, think Christian
Powder.
Bale from The Machinist or whatever it's called.
So there is a facility here that was that these gorillas are outside of, right?
Well, the place where you're at is probably where they lived, right? And then like the ridge that Thick has indicated is where the mining facility is.
Okay. I look at everyone. I'm like, let's search this place first. Maybe we'll find something to help us out, or be able to find things to do repairs and all that kind of stuff. And then maybe we can make our way to the main facility and go from there. You guys agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. And then, but like when I go to like the front door of this place, I'm putting down the giant ballistic gun. Does this look like the gun from Aliens? Like the fucking Aliens? Like
No,
the
that's a
guns they had?
Gatling. That's a Gatling gun.
That's a Gatling gun?
Yeah, think more like a 50 cal.
Okay. All right. So, fuck yeah, they're just walking around those things like probably no problem. So yeah, I put that thing down and like I got my like phaser out and I'm like going up next to the door and like listening in to see if there's like any movement.
You don't hear anything. I won't
Okay.
even make you roll a perception check. There's basically
Okay.
just no sound.
Okay. And then like I open the door. And like look around. And
Yeah,
see
they
if
don't
anyone's
actually
in there.
have like they don't have like an electric door. It's probably like a hatch or some kind. So you probably have to like pull like a handle to just kind of break the seal on it.
Is
Okay.
it a pull door or a push door though?
It's a pull door.
It's jammed. It's jammed. Oh, pull.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just pull it open.
Okay. Open up. Inside, there's some very rudimentary kind of looking living facilities. There's an area that you can kind of make out as a sort of like a dining area, which takes up most of the space. And there is a some kind of sleep chamber. And why do I still have the alarm on? I totally forgot that. It's just going on in the background. I'm like,
I gotta go to school.
so there's a living area and a sort of like a dining area, like some area for them to sleep. It's very different. They don't have like beds. They just kind of have like a sort of corner that they have like a bunch of blankets and things piled up in, and some pillows. But they don't have like a mattress or anything. They, for all intents and purposes, sleep on the floor.
Okay. So there's like an area where they put up their environmental suits, right?
Yeah, there's definitely like an airlock of sorts. You would have gone into like an airlock.
Was there spare suits left over at all, or like smaller suits, or
roll me your regular luck die.
okay. 12.
12. Yes, we'll say there's one there.
Okay. Is it like a normal size gorilloid, or
Yes.
is it like a okay?
It's shorter. It's shorter and wider.
Okay. I make my way inside, and I'm like, "Hello? Is anyone here?"
Hello.
I was like, "Simon, do you sense anyone?"
No,
No.
there's no response. And Simon, you can't seem to connect to anything. However, you do see sort of spirits and things kind of moving about, don't you?
Yeah. I don't sense anyone, but I could ask one of
What?
those guys, I guess.
What?
What?
Are
What
you
guys?
malfunctioning?
There's no one in there.
Yeah, there's always someone there. I don't know how it works though.
Betty, is this normal?
Well, for a given value of normal, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you talk to the people that you see, and I'm gonna search the place.
Is this the bit where you torture dead people again?
What?
Yeah.
He talks to dead people. Don't ask. We don't know.
Like the
Look.
movie?
What am I? Oh, that one. No. Well, sort of, I don't know. I mean, do you already scare the girls under the bed like vomiting at you?
What, is it cold in here?
You have
You
a
just-
suit on.
Yeah, you just breathe into your suit.
Yeah,
it's
I-
locking up. Ah!
It's not. I mean, it's hot. Like, I mean, your temperature readings are showing,
Yeah.
30. It's 39 to 43 Celsius.
I'm gonna use my racial exploit see ghosts, which allows me once per day. I can spend a luck die, fortunately they recharged, and ask one yes, no question of the ghosts.
So inside this this room that you're in right now, you can see that there are two sort of ghost-like forms of what you believe to be the gorilloids, the spirits that might have belonged to those bodies.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
All right.
Now I walk. To your eyes, I just walk over to an empty part of the room, and
I'm just looking through shit as you're like doing this. I'm like, okay.
you see me? I just put my hand out and kind of like rub it in the air a little bit. I'm doing the gorilloid greeting to the ghost gorilloid. I like put my head down. I asked the ghost gorilloid. Did any of you survive?
Just kind of like looks almost absent-mindedly at you.
Oh, there are some that went to the mine.
Okay. Thanks. You should probably. I don't know where you're supposed to go, but you should. It's okay. You can go there. I think. And I like rub the head again. I put my head down, and I come back to the group. Yeah, I talked to one of them, and they said some survived and went to the mines.
Okay. So the mines is where we need to go. Let's search for anything that we can use in this place, and head over to the mines.
If they left here, they probably left for good reason. So it's. Do you think we should stay?
I'm not saying stay here. I'm saying search this place as fast as we can, and then head out to the mines.
We reckon we should just get the fuck out of here, to be honest with you.
I guess they probably took the most useful stuff already. If
Right.
we're being quick, they probably were too.
Or you reckon we should just go? Or you don't like this? And you think underground is probably a good place to be?
Okay, well, you guys head out there. I'm gonna go through this place real quick.
If you come back with bugs in your face, I'll be very unhappy.
Well, that means they would have to breach my suit, so I'd be fucked. So.
You're an idiot. Come on, let's go.
And I'm searching through this place really quick, just for like kind of just like opening drawers if they have drawers or closets, and seeing what kind of materials they have, and like anything off that one environmental suit that we could use to help us along the way.
Sure. So the gorilloids that you've encountered so far on the Arcadia, in general, haven't really carried with them too much stuff. They seem to have very simple kind of clothing, and they are it's seemingly pretty minimalist. The looking around, they have sort of like just kind of some cabinets. They don't really have like dressers or anything like that. They just kind of have some cabinets with some various clothing and whatnot. Give me a do you have the perception skill, or do you just have the perception that's based on your intuition?
Just the one based off my intuition.
Okay. So give me your perception roll then.
8.
Okay. You don't really find anything of use.
Okay. On my way out, I look at the comm, or the suit. I'm looking for comms on it. To see if I can like throw it on my system or give it to Betty to like integrate into our system so we can communicate with the people in the mines if they're still alive.
Okay. So there's definitely some kind of local communicator that's built into the suit. Do you bring the whole suit with you?
Am I able to detach it easily, or would I need Betty?
Probably need Betty.
Okay. I'm like, Betty.
What?
Betty, and like you see me like in the airlock area, I'm like, they got comms on these suits. Maybe we can use these.
Oh, right. I thought you had like a deflated ogron. Sorry, an ogron. Sorry, thingy. Oh, gorilla.
As
there
you're
we go.
pointing to the comms, you hear the comm click, and you hear gorilloid speech.
Under attack. Need help in North Section Facility. Southwest 2. Heavy attack. Cannot back up.
You hear the sound of some of the rail guns, what you would assume to be the rail guns going off. I think I got that Mass Effect one.
Good.
I'm strangely aroused all of a sudden. We don't know why.
Fuck.
Right.
And that's where we're going to take our next break. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for some more Turn Order Warped Season 2, Episode number 11. We'll be right back. Hang tight.